not to worry. The more important part will be at the back where I do a platform walkthrough. Okay, so some examples of the academic textbooks that we have. So if you would like to know what you eat, is it healthy or not, you can borrow nutrition book. So you don't have to be studying nutrition in order to borrow this book. So it is actually up to you. So we have research method for business, we have microeconomics, we have personality. So if you want to understand how people react, the personality, the psychology wise, you can borrow this book too. So these are the few titles that we have. Next, we have career advancement and self-help titles. So if you are interested to upskill yourself, you would like to learn about the IFRS standard if you are studying accounting, or if you like to know more about Oracle for computing, or you can even learn about how to manage your wealth. So you can borrow CFA book. So we have really a whole range. So it's up to you what are the titles that you're interested in and what is your interest. So for professional trade titles and training titles, we have data analytics, we have biotech, we have AI. Yeah, there's really a whole lot of different titles in different categories. So far, do we have any questions? If not, I'll jump straight to the platform. Okay?
Okay, can follow.
Okay, good. So do you recognize this website? Looks familiar? Do you know where to find this website?
Yes.
Yeah, good. We have response from Hanis. Okay, so this is your library website. So basically, okay, the first thing you see this slider, right? This banner. So what can you do with the banner? Try to find our banner, Wiley banner. So it should be the last second one, this little dot over here. So when you find our banner, you click here to access. Oops, it changed. You will find an instruction guide. So at any one point of time where you forgot how to log in, how to register, please go to your website, click on the banner, and you can see the instruction guides over here, okay? So you have in-campus access and off-campus access. Okay? Okay, let me go back to the website. So over here, how do you access? Click on, oh, wait, let me find. Hold on. Okay, so if you're accessing it in campus, you go to e-resources over here. You see e-resources, you click over here. Okay, let me enlarge it. Okay, so you'll reach this page. So over here, you click on e-textbook. The last tab on the left, you click on e-textbook. And you click on Wiley Digital Textbook. You click on this tab and then you click on the red link over here. Okay, so if you are accessing it in campus, in your campus, maybe in your library or in your classroom, this is how you access. If you are accessing it at home, instead of clicking this e-textbooks, you should click on login to Easy Proxy. Okay, so on campus, click on e-textbook. At home or outside of campus, anywhere outside of your school, click on login to Easy Proxy. And you should log in using your username and password. So once you are done, okay, once you log in, you should find Wiley Digital Textbook. So there will be a whole range, a whole list, a big list. So you go you scroll all the way down, try to find Wiley Digital Textbook, and you click on it. Once you click on it, you will reach the e-library. Let me open up the e-library. So you'll reach this page. over here. Can follow? This is very important. So you have to know whether you are in campus or off campus. So right now, I believe all of you are off campus. Remember to log in to your Easy Proxy. Okay? Okay, I can repeat again, not to worry. First, go to your library website. Okay, so this is your library website. In order to access the Wiley Digital Textbook, you scroll a bit down, find e-resources over here, click on e-resources. So if you are not in school, you will select log into Easy Proxy, and then you log in your username and password. Do you know your username and password? If you do not know, then you have to find your IT or Ms. Sharifa, who should they contact if they do not know their username and password?
There is a contact number in the box, so you can reach the system admin using this number.
Okay, so if you do not know your username and password, here is the contact number. So you call this number to look for the admin. Okay, so you should log in to your username and password. Once you are done, there will be a whole list of databases. So you look for Wiley Digital Textbooks. You click on it and you'll be directed to this page. Okay,
yeah.
can follow? Yeah.
Okay, Jansen, I have an additional info. So how do we know that we are in the right page? So if you see institution library at the top of your page, a Wiley page, then this is the correct what we call the correct page. So if you don't see this institution library on the top of the on your right hand side, then you cannot access the full text, or you cannot check out the book, the ebook. Yeah.
Okay,
and
correct.
The other sign, the other sign is you are logged in. You see this statement, you are logged into University of Malaysia Terengganu here. Yeah.
Yes, very good. So thank you, Ms. Sharifa, for explaining it. So once you reach this page, right, always look out for this label on the top right. You should be able to see your institution name over here. Otherwise, when you first log in, click on directed to this page, you should also see this pop-up, welcome to your institution name. Okay, so you should be able to see this. If you do not see your institution name, wrong, you are not on the correct e-library. So you always remember, don't see institution name, you must check whether are you logged into Easy Proxy, are you in campus, okay, follow. So always remember to find your institution name, then you are correct at the correct page.
Yeah, one more, if you don't see this, then you can clear cache or history until you get this page.
Yeah, if you don't see this page, you don't click register. You clear cache and do it all over again and make sure you see this page. Okay, so once you see this page, you have to create your account. So how do you do it? You see register over here, click on register. Okay, then you input your first name, then you input your last name. Okay, example like this. Select a username and input your email address. So always use your institution email address. Don't use your Gmail, Hotmail, Yahoo Mail, no. Use your institution email address. Then you input a password, confirm password, and then you click on I am not a robot. This is very important. If you don't click on it, you can't proceed. So select bicycle. And you have to agree to the terms and conditions. Once you're done, click create account. Okay? Follow. So you just fill all the compulsory information and then you create account.
Yes.
So once you have
okay.
Yeah. Okay. So once you have created, click on create account. you will receive an email address to the registered email. So you should be receiving an email address to your institution inbox. So the email will look like this. It will be from support@ipublishcentral.com. You'll say, hi, blah, blah, blah. Thank you for creating an account. So please click on the link to activate your account. And you will have to click on this link to activate. Okay? So after you create, go to your email address, activate the account. You click on it, and you will say, okay, your account has been created, and you will be directed back to the e-library page over here. So far, follow? Any question? No questions? Okay, so right now we have completed the registration part, and this is very important. I have to repeat, very, very important. First, log into your Easy Proxy. Then you reach the e-library, make sure the institution name is on the top right-hand corner. Then you create an account. Once you create an account, you have to go to your inbox, your email inbox, to activate the account. So if you do not activate your account, you will not be able to borrow any books. You can only browse, but you can't borrow because you don't have an account. Okay? Okay, so once you have done, everything is good, you will go back to this page. Let me log in. Okay, so when you click on this people icon on the top right, you can log in. Okay, so you can input your email address and your password. You can also click on Remember Me and then log in. If any point of time you forgot your password, just click on Forget Password. Okay, so I log in. And you realize once I log in, I have 4 tabs over here. Homepage, Institution Library, My Library, and My Dashboard. So under Homepage, you will be able to find bestsellers, enhanced e-text, titles with self-quiz and videos. Can find new publications. Can find recently added academic titles. Can also find trending titles like Big Data, AI. And when you scroll all the way down, you'll see this turquoise banner called Download App. So later I'll be going through on how to download the offline app over here and how do you access. Okay, so this will be at a later part. But this is where you can find the links to download the app. Okay, let me scroll up. Okay, so titles on the homepage may or may not be subscribed by your institution. So you may not be able to borrow. So this is like just for your information. Or if you like to know, you can click on it to understand the book. But you may not be able to borrow. So where can you borrow the books? You will be under Institution Library, the second tab. Okay. So over here, this page hosts all the titles that your institution has subscribed to. So your institution has 19,700 plus titles. You know, that's a whole big range of books. So over here, if you have so many books, how can you find the one that you are interested in? So you can see there's a search bar at the top over here. So you can search, let's say I'd like to know, since we have management students over here, let me search management titles. So you can search management, and then you see when I search the keyword management, I have 6,000 over books, and it's still a lot, right? So first thing, of course, you can see, you can do is you can just browse, like glance through, like, do you want to know portfolio management? Do you want to know project and portfolio management and so on? If you know like a particular thing or a book that you're looking for, of course, you can search the title. If not, do you know the author? You can click on advanced search over here. And you can actually search the author over here. So you can search the category. So you want management from where? From computer, from cooking, or you want any publication date. So you only want the latest one, let's say. So only want 2021 book. I don't want the old one. I only want the new one. So I can just search the year. And you can limit to, you can refine your search over here. Then you click on search. So for 2021 published book, I have like 149 titles. So you can actually go through it over here. So let's say I would like to view water security. I would like to know more about this book. I can click on the book cover. Yeah, so there will be a product overview of the book. So you can see who is the author, when is the book published, how many pages. You scroll down, you can see what is it covered. Also, there's like water allocation, water efficiency, and so on. Then if you do not want to borrow this book, you can just close it over here. However, if you want to borrow this book, you can click on checkout. Just click on it and it will be borrowed. Okay, so let me see what other books we have. How about let's borrow the strategic risk management. So you can click on the book cover again. You can go through the table of content. If not, if you already decide you want this book, you can just click on checkout over here. Checkout. So you will say, oh, you have successfully checked out this book and it will be in your library. You can return it in 3 days. So what is the advantage of having an e-library? So first thing, you do not have to travel to the physical library. You save a bit of time. Second, you do not have to return the book. So after the 3 days, if you forgot that you have to return the book, you may occur a fine, right? Maybe. So for the e-library, you do not have to worry because once the 3 days is up, the system will auto return the book for you. Okay, so it saves you time and you do not have to worry that, oh, when is the book due? Do I have to return it tomorrow? Do I have to go out? Yeah, so you don't have to worry all this. So other than this, right, over at the institution page, over in the institution library page, you can see that other than we have 19,000 ebooks, you have 12 collections. So what are collections? So basically, Wiley, we have come up with 12 different collections, recommended reads. So let's say if you are interested or you are studying engineering. So you click on this collection, engineering collection, you'll be able to find the 10 most popular book under engineering. So you can just click on the book cover again to understand. If you want to, you can just check out. Okay, so if you are interested in the business management, you click on this collection and you'll be able to find the 10 most recommended reads for under this business management, like managerial accounting, entrepreneurial management. Okay, so far so good.
Ma'am, Hanis here. Can I ask one question? Is there any different from the on-campus and off-campus login in terms of the ability of the every book?
Okay, so it is the same, just that the different logins enable the e-library to authenticate you. So we need to know who are you, right? So if you're in campus, then it saves you one more steps. You don't have to log into Easy Proxy because we will track your IP address. So we'll know, oh, this person is from UMT. Then you can go to the library, the e-library. But if you're at home, then we don't know you're from UMT or you're from, I don't know, Japan, Korea, or UK. We do not know, right? Then we need you to log in. Yeah, so basically the in-campus and off-campus access is for us, the e-library, to check, are you really from UMT or are you anyone outside? So we cannot allow anyone, your friend who is not from the same school to come here, right? So we will have to check through either IP address or from the Easy Proxy login. Understand? But basically the e-library, once you are authenticated, you come to the e-library, everything is the same. There's no difference.
All right, thank you.
Okay. So right now we have browsed the title, but have we read the title? Not yet, right? So we only managed to find, browse the title and borrow the title. So where do we read the title? You have to go to My Library, the third tab over here. So under My Library, this is actually your own personal library. So this page is where you can find titles you have borrowed before or borrowing right now. Okay, so under All Content are the titles that you have borrowed before. So some titles may have already returned if it's over the 3 days loan period. So by right, there will be a last access tab at the bottom, but because this is a newly created account, so right now we do not have. So under last access, right, you can find the titles, the histories of the titles that you have checked out before. That means you have borrowed before. And if you need, you can just check out again under this page. So you can borrow again. So you do not have to go to the institution library to search the whole book again. So you can find it under My Library. Other than that, under All Content are titles that you are borrowing right now. Yeah. So how do you read the book? Do you see the read button over here? So you can just click on the read and a reader will appear. Other than that, if you want, you can click on the book cover again. You can go through the table of content again. And if you decide that, oh, this is not the title I want, what you can do is you can check in. So you do not need to wait until the end of the loan period to return the book. If you realize that this is not the book that you want, you click on check in. Okay, let me check in another book. Okay, so if you don't want this book, click on check in. And you see you are checking successfully, so you have already returned the book. Okay. See, the book disappears from your all content because right now you do not have this book anymore. You return the book. Okay. So other than that, what I can do is you can actually click on this little icon, book icon over here. You can add this book to your favorite. So if you find this book is very useful, you're going to use it for this semester, you can add this book to favorite so that every time you need the book, you can go to My Favorite to look for it. So you do not have to go to institution library, look for this book. So you can add it to your favorite. You can customize, as in you can personalize your dashboard lah, in a way. Okay, so when I click on read, again, there will be a reader over here. So there will be a pop-up called reader. So a reader is for you to read the book. Okay, so the first thing you can click on the top left is a hamburger icon over here, the 3 lines. If you click on it, you can find the table of content over here. So, you know, sometimes a book can be very thick. So maybe there's a particular chapter that you want to understand or you are looking for. Okay, so maybe I want to look for risk management. Yeah, so when I search for risk management, it brings me to chapter 3. So when I click on it, you'll be directed to chapter 3. So if you are reading a print book, the first thing you have to do is you have to flip to table content or index at the back. Then you have to look for risk management. Then you have to flip the page. So it takes a while, you to find the chapter that you want or the topic that you want. So for e-reader, it's very simple. You go to the search bar at the top, you type in the keyword, and then select from the results, and you'll be directed straight to the chapter. So it saves a lot of time. Okay. So other than that, you can find other features on the top right-hand corner over here. So we have this called text-to-speech. So this text-to-speech function will actually read the whole chapter to you. So you can adjust the speed. You can decide on the voice. You can click on play.
Chapter 3 Risk Management via Volatility Targeting. Introduction.
Can you all hear that?
In the first 2 chapters, we explored the performance of various types of investments during equity market drawdown.
Can you all hear the audio?
Yes.
Okay, so you can adjust the speed. You can change. You like Emma, and then you just choose Emma.
Periods and recessions. Understanding the...
Wait, let me stop and refresh it again.
Chapter 3 Risk Management via Volatility Targeting.
Okay, so this is how you use it. So it will read the whole chapter to you. So if you want to know, if you want to like let someone to read to you while you understand, you can just use this function. Next is that there's a bookmark function. So if this chapter is particular important, you can just click on the flag over here and bookmark it. So next, when you go to your bookmark, it will direct you back to this page easily. Later, I'll show it to you. So the third one will be expand. If you think this is a bit too small, you can just click on it. It will bring you to the full screen. So at the same time, you can also close the hamburger icon to make it even bigger. So this is your full screen. So at any point of time you want to exit your full screen, you just click on escape on your keyboard to escape it. Okay. The fourth will be settings. So you can actually do some settings on your reader. You can actually expand it. If you want it to be bigger, you can just adjust the font size. You can change the font type. You can change the theme. So if you are reading, you want some eye care reader, you can just change the background. You can also change the navigation. So by default, this is vertical, so you scroll up and down. However, if you want a more like ebook feeling, you can choose the horizontal one. So it'll be like a real print book where you can flip left to right. Okay, so you can adjust the settings like this. So back to, I'm more used to vertical, so I'll always choose vertical. Okay, so if you are doing some projects, thesis, or anything where you need citation, you can click on the fifth one over here, and this will be your citation. You can just copy link or you can just copy it. So there's different version of citation that you can use, so it's just up to you. Okay, so if you want this, you just copy and you can just paste it on your PowerPoint slides or anywhere that you need to make sure that the citation is being covered. The last you can do is this magnifying glass where you can search the keyword. So just now when we search, we are searching the table of content. So right now, let's search keyword. How about let's search like, what do we have? Time series. So you can just search the keyword and then they will bring you to the content of the book. Like let's say if we are looking for this, you can just click on it and it'll bring you straight to the section over here. Okay. So just now I searched time series, right? So this is the time series keyword over here. So I was in chapter 3, so I'm being brought to chapter 7 because I click on this keyword. Okay. So other than that, you know, usually when we borrow book, we like to make highlights, right? But you can't possibly make highlights on your the library book. So what I can do for this ebook is that you can just select, maybe this paragraph is very important for your midterm. You click on it, you drag, and then when you let go, there will be these few functions available. So one of these is highlight. So you can just click on highlight and choose your highlighter. Okay, so this is being highlighted. Okay, let me try again. You click, drag, and then when you let go, click on highlight and choose your highlighter like this. Okay, so other than highlight, you can actually make a note. So you click on the highlighter, the highlighted paragraph. You can click on note and you can type for midterm, for example. You can write whatever note that you want. So you're saving. Once it's saved, you click out of the box. And you will see there's a little note N icon over here at the end of the highlighter. So you just represent that there's a note to this highlight. See, there's no N over here. So what I do is I click on the highlighted paragraph. I click note and then update for exam. Saving. Okay, so it's saved. Click out of the box and there's little N icon over here. Okay, so second function is to make a note. Other than that, what you can do, you can also, again, select the paragraph. Okay, maybe you don't select a paragraph. Maybe I'll search for risk management. Okay, when you let go, you can select Wikipedia search. So it will search in a Wikipedia website, and you can be directed to the site if you click on the links. Okay. What else we have is, let's say I select this whole paragraph. You can actually click click read aloud. So what's the difference between read aloud and text-to-speech? Read aloud only read the
Chapters
paragraph.
1 through 6 of this book were written over the 2016.
Okay, so read aloud will only read the paragraph that you have selected. Text-to-speech at the top will read the whole chapter. Okay, understand? And the last one, you select, you highlight a paragraph again, and there will be this function called translation. So when you click on it, you'll detect the language and you can actually translate to the language that you want to. For example, since we are here, we can select, where is it? Malay. Okay, so you can translate to Malay. So if you have international students, maybe you have friends from, I don't know, Korea, and they can choose Korean, the Korean language, and you will be translated to Korean. So it depends on the language that you are more comfortable with. You can just translate it to that. Okay. Any question? So the translation has over 50 language, and it will only translate the highlighted paragraph. So if you want to use the translation, you have to select the paragraph and then click on translate. Okay, if you have no questions, let me go back to the top left on the hamburger icon. So other than table of content, you can also find notes, bookmarks, and highlights here. So when you click on notes, you'll be able to find all the notes in this book. Okay, so right now I have two highlighters over here. Two notes over here. So if I go to highlights, similarly, I can find the highlights here. Then let's say if just now when I did a bookmark at chapter 3, so when I go to bookmarks and I click on bookmark, it brings me straight to chapter 3 like this. Okay, so if you decide that, oh, this bookmark is no longer relevant, what I can do is you can just trash it. Similarly to notes, if you think it's no longer relevant, you click on the arrow down icon and then you can trash it. Okay, so far so good. Any questions? No? Okay, then let me go back to the e-library.
Yes, ma'am. Hanis again here. What is the maximum limit for the checkout book we have already borrowed?
So
is there any limit?
Yes, there's a limit.
For my library?
Yeah, so currently for this Advantage subscription, you are limited to 3 books. Is it 3? Bernice, is it 3?
Sorry, loan period, is it?
No, user 3 days, right, for loan period. What
about the loan period is 3 days. The maximum book per student is 5. The concurrent user access per title is 10. 1053.
So each user can borrow up to 5 books. So if you are going to borrow the 6th book, right, you have to return 1 book. Okay, Hanis, understand? However, each book, right, can be borrowed up to 10 students at one time. So example, you are the 11 students. So this book already got 10 students borrowed and you are the 11 students. You have to wait for one of the students to return the book and you'll receive a notification that, oh, this book is available. And then you have to go to the e-library quickly and borrow the book. So it'll be a first come, first served basis. And if you, so let's say if you have borrowed a management book right now, you have returned it, you can borrow it again. So there's no limit of how many times you can borrow the same book. Just that you have to be under your, within that 5 titles you can borrow. You can't reserve the book, but if you are the 11 students, when you click on checkout, it will tell you, oh, this book has is being borrowed by your classmates or your schoolmates. You have to wait for them to return the book. And once they return the book, you'll receive an email that someone has returned the book and you can borrow the book. However, please take note that this is first come, first served basis. So whoever go to the e-library first to borrow will be able to borrow that book. So if you didn't manage, then you have to wait for the book to be available again to borrow. Okay?
Okay, crystal clear.
Good. So no question with the reader. Let me proceed on. Okay, so back to your e-library. So I've covered homepage, institution library, and my library. So last step will be my dashboard. So your dashboard is for the users to manage their profile. You can actually update your first name, last name. You can change your password. And what you can find over here is also my favorites on the left, your notes, highlights, bookmark, and reading histories. So what is the difference between the notes over here and the notes in the reader? So the notes in the reader are notes that are in the book, in the title, one title. Okay. However, the notes under your dashboard will be all the notes that you have done before for all the titles, for everything that you have borrowed. So right now, I've only have notes for this book over here. So even, okay, so maybe let me return this book first. Check it. Okay, when I go to my dashboard. Okay, so when I return the book, you realize that this orange label over here, please check out the book in order to access the content. So even though when I return the book, the notes and highlights still tagged to my account. However, I will not be able to access unless I borrow this book again. Okay, so you don't have to worry, oh, today I returned the book, then all my notes and highlights that I've done is gone. No, it's still tagged to your account. Just that if you want to access it, you have to borrow the book. Okay. So over here, you can find all the notes for all the titles you have done. You can find the highlights for all the titles you have done. You can also find the bookmark for all the titles you have done. So what is it that besides you can find it over here, what I can do is if you think that it's no longer relevant, again, you can delete over here. So you can select the notes, you can remove it like this. Or if you would like, you can also export it out. So you can click on export notes and you'll be saved in a Excel sheet like this. So you can actually save it in your tablet, your laptop, or your device. Okay, so this is my note. So my note is for midterm. What I have selected is over here. So it will be pretty long. So if you want, you can just maybe copy to a Word document. Yeah, okay. So your notes and highlights and my bookmarks, it works the same. You can remove it if you don't want. You can export it if you want. Okay, so other than that, you can find my reading histories. So all the books that you have read or you have borrowed will be over here. So you can find when do you borrow and when do you return. Okay, any question? This is very simple, right? Straightforward. Okay, so let me touch on reading offline. So back to the home page, just like I mentioned, you can actually find the place to download the offline app under my home page. So scroll all the way down to see the turquoise banner. You see it over here? Okay, so if you are accessing it via your mobile, you can actually click on get on Google Play or you can get on App Store. If you are doing it using your laptop, your desktop, you can click download for Windows. Just click on it and it will be downloaded. Let me open up the example, how it looks like. Here. So if, okay, this is my laptop. So this is the application that I see. So it will appear in your download folder or anywhere. So you can just double click on it to install. So if you are downloading it from Play Store or App Store, you can search for Wiley eText like this. And the logo will be so the same. It will be like a bit purplish and white. So this is what you see before you download. Okay. So once you install, do not open the app. Again, I repeat, do not open the app. Do not log into the app. Okay, this is very important. Do not do anything to the app. Come back to this page over here. Scroll all the way up. So make sure you are logged in. First, of course, make sure you are logged in. Scroll all the way up. Once you have downloaded the app, do you see the circle icon over here? Okay, you click on the icon. It will ask you, have you downloaded the app? If you have, click on the synchronize button. You click on it. Sometimes you will have this pop-up. So it depends on the security of your browser. So it will ask you, do you want to open? Click yes. So click open. and it will launch your offline app. So basically, do not log in, go here, click on the circle one, synchronize the app, and wait for it to load. So usually the first time you open the app, it will take a while, quite a while. So you just have to wait. Okay, so once you are done, the app will appear. So this is my app. So I have this book. Okay. So this is the first time. Let's say if I have the app open already and you borrow a book. Let me borrow maybe figure drawing. Check out. Okay, so let's say you have the app open already, so it doesn't sync. How do you make it sync? Over here on the offline app, you click on the human icon again. You can click on sync now over here. You see sync now? Click on it, and then you just wait for it to load. So as long as your first time you have clicked on the synchronize button at the top, the app has been synced to your account. So next time when you want to do it, you can just click on the people icon and click sync now. You don't have to do the first step again. Follow? Any question? Okay, then once you have borrowed the book, you realize that you see this is a book icon and this is a club icon. So what are the difference? So the book icon just means that I've downloaded the book. The club icon means that I have not downloaded the book. So if you are outside, probably you can wait until you have Wi-Fi before you click on the download. So you can just wait for it until you have a stable connection. So once you have downloaded like this with the book icon, you click on it, you'll be able to read it. So once you download it, you don't have to have internet connection anymore to read this book. So again, the interface is very similar. You go to the hamburger icon, you can find the table of content. You can find the notes, highlights, and bookmarks. So it's basically very similar. Just that for the offline app, it doesn't have Wikipedia search or translation. So because Wikipedia search and translation, they actually need internet connection. But offline app, once you have downloaded the book, it doesn't need connection. So these two functions will not be available on the app itself. Okay, so you still can make notes. You can make notes. You can make highlights, and you can bookmark. Any question? Okay, I'm very conscious of time. We have 4 more minutes. So if you have no more questions, shall we proceed to our quiz game? Any questions?
One question, please.
Yeah.
Yeah, next again here. Just wondering. There's in the for the library for the UMT, you have a few title under name also Wiley, like Wiley Digital Textbook, Wiley Online Library, ebook. What's the difference between all this list?
Okay, so Wiley we have different departments, and all of us have different content. So I'm under the Wiley Digital Textbook, and yeah. So Bernice, do you want to add on?
I think back to your question, what is the difference of Wiley Online Library and Wiley Digital Textbook, right? I would make it simple.
Yeah,
whereby,
there's 4 or 5 Wiley here.
But I think 4 or 5 Wiley, you will find out actually some of them is, if you are talking about the ebooks, right, it's only there are 2 platforms. One is WOL, Wiley Online Library. Another one is Wiley Digital Textbook, whereby we are explaining to you now. So Wiley Digital Textbook, we will have more title include in our collection. And I think the most obvious difference is that Wiley Online Library will not have academic textbook. So that means, for example, like your lecturer are using certain textbook followed by the course syllabus, and the MQA, they will put in main text and reference text. So this kind of academic textbook, you will be only found in Wiley Digital Textbook. You are not able to find in Wiley Online Library. Wiley Online Library textbook are more, Wiley Online Library collection is more on the higher level, like professional trade titles, more technical titles, so will be part under online library platform. Is that I answer to your question?
So alright, so we just use for this, particularly Wiley, right? Only one this.
Yeah, so I would suggest you can just get into this Wiley Digital Textbook is because you can see actually our coverage title will have more compared to Wiley Online Library book. And I think the other difference is that the platform features are totally different. If you go into Wiley Online Library, there's only PDF format. But if you come into Wiley Digital Textbook, whereby we currently are holding the latest ebook platform, allow students to read and do some interactive activities. You can highlight, you can bookmark, and you will even do your own notes while your lecturer teaching in the class, and you will be able to retrieve all your history notebook, your note and your highlights, even though after you return the book, and you will not be able to find these features in Wiley Online Library. So I think this is another different platform from Wiley Digital Textbook versus Wiley Online Library.
All right, thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah, so basically, I think Bernice is saying Wiley Digital Textbook contains academic titles. So Wiley Online Library doesn't have academic titles. So if you are looking for like books that will aid in your learning, then it's probably more to the academic titles, and you will be able to find it here.
Another point is that for our Wiley Digital Textbook is not only academic textbook, we will carry for like professional trade titles, even for the new trend, for example, like data analytics, like machine learning, Python, or the industry, the 4.0 titles, all will be available in our collection. I think Yancy, you can share with them for like the key titles in our platform, the front page. Is that available here?
This one?
Yeah, so maybe you want to share again, like explain from Miss Yan's slide, right? We have include 3 category of Wiley collection. So the first one is academic textbook. So in this page, right, you can see all the book cover. If let's say your lecturer are using as a main text, you will be able to check out the book. Like for example, Sekaran, accounting textbooks, or you will be finding under academic textbook. And the second category, right, can you go to next page, Yensing? So you can see career enhancement and self-help. So for example, like some higher students get some certificate to enhance their learning, like for example Oracle, like A+, or even like accounting, IFRS standard. You can see for this collection, we are not only carry all Wiley titles, we have our partner like CFA institution. So I mean CFA Institute, they provide the certificate for finance students. However, they publish their reading material under Wiley. So we also we also supply the teaching reading material to students. Okay, so the next category collection is that professional trade title, like I mentioned, because for Wiley, we are our publication is quite up to date based on the market demand. So for example, like machine learning, big data analytics, like more higher technical text reading material needed, you are easily find in under our professional trade titles or training titles. Okay, so hopefully I answered to your question, Aizunin.
Okay, ma'am, clear.
Okay,
Thank
so
you.
let me, before we end, maybe you can do a short quiz survey. If you have your mobile phone, maybe you can scan this QR code. Everyone okay? Can go in. I think we have quite a number of people over here right now. Maybe, let me see. So we only have two person who is ready. Are you ready?
Yeah, ready now.
Only got two. I only see there's two people here. We have more players. Anyone trying to go in?
Can you return to the page of the QR code?
Okay, can.
Yes.
Yeah, I think you all should join for this quiz, because after the quiz we will lucky draw the winner. Then we will give a small premium to the winner.
So basically you only have 10 seconds to answer. So you have to type, you have to select your option very fast. Okay. See how many have joined? 3. Any more coming in? Anyone still joining?
No worries that you get the wrong answer. Just join for the
Just a
quiz.
game.
Yeah.
We have new competitor. Now we have 4. And see, we have 12 attendees here, so we need to have at least 10. Anyone has not joined? Just feel free to join. It's a very quick game. Probably take less than 5 minutes. Maybe you can unmute yourself if you are still loading. Just let me know so that we can wait for you before we start. Oh, we have more now. We have 6. Any more joiners? Shall we start? Anyone still joining in? Okay, then I'll just start right now, okay? Okay, so the first question. What device do you use to connect to the internet? Do you use smartphone, tablet, laptop, or others? Oh, we have a laptop here. Smartphone? I mean, it doesn't mean that what you're using right now. So what do you use usually? Smartphone, laptop, tablet, or others? 6. Okay, I think we're done. So most of us are using laptop. Okay, next question. Oh, we have 7. Question 1 of 4. Enter to start countdown. Okay, answer fast to get more points. So where can you find the instruction guide? Look at your phone. Look at your phone. The library homepage or the UMT institution homepage? Yay, most of you got it correct. Okay, next. Very easy, right? My question. Question 2. Get ready for question 2. Okay, look at your phone. Can you start checking out books without activating your account? So it's a yes or a no. The last 10 seconds. Can you start checking out books? Can you borrow the books without activating your account? Is it a yes or a no? Is there a reply? No reply? Did any one of you respond to it? Why is there a zero?
No.
No, right? Yeah, the answer is no. Oh, how come there's no answer here? Okay, never mind. Next. So the answer is no. You can't check out without
answer already.
I'm not sure.
I have answer already.
Okay, it's okay. So the answer is no. Do not check out you can't check out the books if you didn't activate your account. Okay, next questions we have question 3 or 4. Where can you find the title subscribed by your institution? Homepage, my library, institution library, or my dashboard? It should be institution library. Okay, homepage is just all the titles, trending titles. My library is books that you have borrowed. My dashboard is for you to check your notes, your highlights, to change your password, edit your profile. So only under institution library you can find titles subscribed by your institution. Okay, next. Last question. Which of the following is a feature of Wiley Digital Textbook? Look at your phone. Translation, highlight, make notes, all of the above. Last 3 seconds. Yeah, it should be all of the above. So you can do translation, you can do highlights, and you can make notes. All of the above. Okay, let me see if we have a leaderboard here. Oh, so the first we have is Millie. Who is Millie? Congrats! You are the top scorer today. Yay! Okay, so we have come to the end of today's training, and Bernice mentioned we will select a winner from today's participant.
Yeah, do you know who is this Millie?
Let me see. Do we have Millie? Don't have.
Oh yeah, I think she put on the chat already. Amanina Setapa.
Okay.
So I think can you leave your contact, then we will send the small premium to you. Can you leave your contact later? We will contact you later.
Maybe I'll just write my email my email, then you can email me your contact.
Yeah.
Is that okay? Okay, congrats everyone, and thank you for taking time to attend today's training. I hope this is beneficial and you find it useful. I hope all of you will borrow as many books as possible. Okay, so if you have any questions, please feel free to contact your librarian, or you can actually drop me an email. And I hope Hanis, you are the runner-up. A little bit more. You should answer more quickly and you'll be the first. Okay, thank you everyone, and congrats to Aminia.
Thank you.
Did I pronounce your name correctly? Thank you. Have a great lunch. If you find this useful, please introduce to your classmates and schoolmates too. Yeah.
Excuse me, can you send the recording to the participant?
Can. Will do. I'll send it to the Miss Sharifa, and maybe she can post it. Can distribute the videos to you guys.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Sorry, Aminina.